A young boy once asked his grandfather a simple question. Why does money disappear so fast? What the grandfather told him that evening changed the boy's life forever. One peaceful afternoon, Rohan sat beside his grandfather under an old mango tree. The warm breeze moved slowly through the leaves. Birds were singing softly. But Rohan looked worried, because once again, his pockets were empty. Just a few hours earlier, he had spent all his money on snacks and small toys. Now he looked at his empty hands and sighed. "Grandpa," he asked quietly, "why does money disappear so fast?" The old man smiled gently. He had heard this question many times before. "Because money is like a lazy worker," he said. "If you don't make it work, it will run away from you." Rohan looked confused. "How can money work?" he asked. "It's just coins and paper." The grandfather chuckled softly. "That's what most people think, and that's exactly why most people struggle with money." The grandfather picked up a small coin and placed it in Rohan's hand. "Look at this coin carefully. If you spend it today, it disappears forever. But if you use it wisely, it can bring you more coins." Rohan frowned. "But how can a coin bring more coins?" he asked. The grandfather pointed toward the large mango tree above them. "Do you see this tree?" Rohan nodded slowly. "Years ago," the grandfather said, "this tree was just a tiny seed. If someone had eaten that seed, this tree would never exist. But because someone planted it, it grew." Money works the same way. Every coin you save is like planting a seed. At first it looks small, almost unimportant, but with time and patience, it grows. Rohan looked up at the tree again. It was tall, strong, full of sweet mangoes. And suddenly, the idea began to make sense. "Saving money is the first step," the grandfather said, "but saving alone is not enough." Rohan looked curious again. "What do you mean?" "Money should never sleep. If money sleeps, it never grows. You must give it work to do." "How do you do that?" Rohan asked. The grandfather leaned forward and spoke slowly. "You invest it. You learn skills. You use money to create opportunities." Then the grandfather said something powerful. "Poor people work for money their whole life, but wise people make money work for them." Those words stayed in the air. Rohan had never thought about money this way before. He suddenly realized something important. He had always spent his money the moment he got it. The grandfather continued, "Let me teach you a simple rule. Whenever you earn money, divide it into 3 parts. 1 part to spend, 1 part to save, and 1 part to invest. If you follow this rule," he said, "your money will slowly grow, just like this mango tree." The sun was beginning to set. The sky turned orange and golden. Rohan held the coins in his hand again, but this time, he saw them differently. They were no longer just coins. They were seeds for his future. From that day forward, Rohan changed his habits. He stopped wasting money on things he didn't need. He began saving regularly and learning how money works. Years passed. The small boy grew into a successful man. People often asked him the secret of his success. And every time, he remembered one quiet evening under the mango tree, when his grandfather shared a simple truth. Money grows only when you make it work.